This case takes place in the USA on the 10th of September, 2025. A well-known political commentator, referred to here only as Charlie Kirk, was shot and killed during a speaking event at a large state university. At around 12:10 p.m. local time, a single gunshot rang out across the crowded auditorium, striking him in the neck. Security immediately rushed him off stage, but he was pronounced dead shortly thereafter. The footage is beyond disturbing. Though the moment itself is not shown up close, the chaos that follows is horrifying. In the seconds after the shot, nearly 3,000 attendees scatter. Some duck for cover, others rush the exits. At first, many thought it might have been a prank. Maybe fireworks, maybe a confetti cannon. That illusion broke instantly when they saw Charlie collapse on stage. But what has everyone talking is one man in the audience. Unlike everyone else, he doesn't run. He doesn't even flinch. Instead, he throws his hands in the air and cheers. For reasons unknown, he seemed to celebrate the instant the shot was fired. This has led some to speculate whether he had prior knowledge of the attack, though no evidence confirms that yet. Law enforcement quickly labeled this a targeted assassination. Investigators believe the shooter arrived on campus minutes before the event, climbed onto a nearby rooftop, and fired a single round from an elevated position before fleeing into a residential neighborhood. Evidence left behind paints a disturbing picture. A bolt-action rifle was recovered in the woods, alongside a shoe print and partial palm print. Authorities are now running forensic analysis around the clock, while the FBI is asking for the public's help identifying the suspect. Already, over 100 tips have poured in. In the confusion, police briefly detained 2 individuals on campus. One was a well-known local provocateur in his 70s, infamous for disrupting political rallies. He was filmed screaming at officers, even shouting that he did it before being dragged away. Within hours, however, investigators confirmed he was not involved in the shooting and was simply creating a scene. Another young man was also questioned after acting nervously near the perimeter, but he too was cleared of any involvement. Authorities emphasize there is one shooter, acting alone. As of now, the suspect remains at large. Surveillance footage shows a college-aged male in dark clothing blending into the student crowd. Investigators have warned the public to stay alert. The motive? Still unclear. But reports suggest that cartridges found near the rooftop had political messages scrawled onto them, words hinting at a violent, ideological agenda. Reactions online have been polarized. Supporters mourn Charlie as a family man who never shied away from his beliefs. Critics, however, say he was divisive, and some even celebrated his death. Regardless of opinion, what's undeniable is the tragedy left behind. His wife and young daughter were in the audience that day, and now that little girl will never again get the chance to hug her father.